This project is about The Last Judgment by Michelangelo. Michelangelo was born on March 6, 1475, and lived in Italy. Michelangelo started doing art in his 20s for the sculpture of Pieta in 1499. He was known for sculpture, painting, architecture, and poetry. Then sadly he died in February 18, 1564. While researching Michelangelo, I found some interesting facts about him. Michelangelo wasn't the first pick for completing the Sistine Chapel. The reason why he wasn't first picked was because there was someone more famous named Raphael. Raphael and Michelangelo were competitors. So when Raphael was picked for the Sistine Chapel, he convinced the Pope to let Michelangelo finish the Sistine Chapel so Raphael can prove once and for all that Michelangelo is not a good painter, but a good sculptor. Michelangelo took the challenge and proved Raphael wrong and made a beautiful work of art. Something else interesting about Michelangelo is that he lived in a filthy environment. Michelangelo rarely changed his clothes and barely took showers. It was known that his clothes were so dirty that when he died, his clothing had to be cut and peeled off of him. Now we will be talking about the work that went into the painting and the thought process of it. The painting was done in the Sistine Chapel and in the Last Judgment. Over 300 figures were painted with a different pose. The material that was put into the painting was paint and plaster. The painting was created in 1535 and went on to 1541. Michelangelo's thoughts during this painting was to overall replace the traditional pattern of layers of heaven, earth, and hell combined together. In the center of the painting is Christ, where he is making his final judgment. To the right of Christ is the Virgin Mary, where she turns her head in resignation. But either way, she can't intervene, but can't wait till the Last Judgment. Surrounding Christ is the saints and God's elects. Several of the main saints show their attribute to Christ, showing evidence of their suffering. This used to be determined as the saints calling for doom of those people who had not served the cause of Christ. There are angels on clouds, which 7 are blowing trumpets, and the others hold a book where they hold the names of who's saved or damned. In the Last Judgment, Michelangelo was able to show the full effect of how horrifying it can be when there is no more time left or opportunity to fix your mistakes. It symbolizes the moment when life ends and no hope remains. The idea of this whole painting is represented by the time area of 1527. Troops of Emperor Charles V pilgrimaged the city and told the Pope to abandon the Vatican and flee to Orvieto. The events were seen as a sign of divine wrath. Rome had been overrun because it has become a place of corruption and sins. The painting showed the horrific past of Emperor Charles V. Michelangelo mostly was inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. Dante's Divine Comedy often drew paintings such as angels, demons, devils, or often his imagination of how afterlife looked.